Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply.
Hello 1000 Life fam, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Janaea. Thank you so much for stopping by, and welcome to the 1000 Life fam. Today I'm going to be doing my January TBR. However, it's going to be a little bit different. I've decided to do something completely different. The board game thing just wasn't working for me. I was bored with it. So I've decided to do a different type of game for my TBR, and it's gonna take me a minute to explain it to you. There's a lot going on. Let's get started. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Uno Flip. Flip the deck and change the game. The cards are double-sided. There's a light side and a dark side. I will show you that now. We've got the light side, which has a white border, and the dark side, which has a black border. I'm gonna go over this with you guys, and then I will be playing to find out what I'm going to be reading in January. I'll start with 5 cards because I normally have a 5-book TBR. The goal is basically to get 5 reading prompts without adding any more books to my TBR. Fingers crossed. If for whatever reason I can't play, because I'm not playing with another person, I'm just playing by myself. For whatever reason I cannot play, then that means I have to draw until I can play. Notice that does not mean those are being added to my TBR, okay? The other thing I could do if I wanted, like if I don't want to keep drawing, is I could just say redo and put all of my hand back in the deck and start over, which means I would have to pull 5 more cards, brand new ones, and add that to whatever I already have on my TBR. So like, let's say I had chosen 2 books already, that'd be 7. Let's get on with what the cards mean. I'll start with the light side first. So this card is a normal wild card. This card, if I play it, it just means I get to choose a book of my choice from whatever genre, because in Uno you get to choose the color, right? So that one's pretty easy. I get to basically choose a book of my choice. This one is a new card. It is a draw 2. With a draw 2 card, that means that I have to add 2 books to my TBR from the same genre. So if I choose like mystery thriller, I have to add 2 of them. That's basically what a draw 2 means. I'm adding 2 books from the same genre to my TBR. So 2 extra books on top of my TBR. So it doesn't count towards my TBR, but it has to be the same genre. Next is a +1 card. Depending on the color, depends on the book, but it will be an add a book to my TBR. And basically what this means is if I put down a red, draw 1. What I would do is I would draw another card to see what number, because the number equals the prompt, but I would keep the red color. That is adding a book and then drawing a card to see what prompt number I get. The next one is skip, and this can be any color. I can skip the previous card. So basically what that means is skip the previous action of the card before it. So if I get a draw 2 and I don't want to do that, I can play a skip. As long as it matches the color, I can skip that previous action. A reverse card, any color. This is take away a book from my TBR. If I've gotten, 8 and I don't want 8, I can play a reverse and it takes a book away from my TBR. Flip. These are the weird fun cards. So a flip, any color, doesn't matter. From the light side to the dark side, I have to start over. So even if I've gotten 4 out of the 5, if I play this, I have to start my hand completely over. These are the number cards, and I don't have one for every color, so I'm just gonna explain. So on the light side, a yellow one would be an adult read, a blue one is an ebook, a green one is an ebook, and a red one is an adult read. On the light side, in number 2, yellow, is a book by 2 or more authors. A 2 in blue is a sequel. A 2 in green is a book written by 2 or more authors. And a red 2 is a sequel. 3, a yellow 3 is published 10 years or older. A blue 3 is set in the future. A green 3 is also set in the future. And a red 3 is a book published at least 10 years ago or more. 4, a yellow 4 is romance. A blue 4 is contemporary. A green 4 is contemporary. And a red 4 is romance. 5, a yellow 5 is a reread. A blue 5 is an LGBTQ plus, either the author is or the main character in the story is. Green 5 is a reread. And red 5 is another LGBTQ plus book representation, the author or a character. Number 6, a yellow is a steamy read. A blue is a retelling. A green is a steamy read, and a red is a retelling. Number 7, 7 yellow is a fantasy. 7 blue is a fantasy. 7 green and 7 red are sci-fi. 8, a yellow 8 is a recommended read. That could be a booktuber, could be a family member or a friend. Somebody has to recommend the book to me. A blue 8 is a TBR vet, which means it's been on my TBR forever. A green 8 is a recommended read. And a red 8 is a TBR vet. And 9, a yellow 9 is an audiobook. A blue 9 is a graphic novel. A green 9 is an audiobook, and a red 9 is a graphic novel. So that is for the light side. Now we're gonna go on to the dark side. The dark side, there's some new cards in this, so this is gonna take a minute. The first card is a draw until you get that color card. So with this, what I'm going to do is I'll do a wheel. I'll do teal, orange, purple, or pink, and whatever the wheel decides will be the color I have to draw to. Now, I thought, you know, when we play this game, sometimes you can draw up to 30 cards. Like, it's insane. So I decided instead, for how many cards I draw depends on who gets to pick my TBR, because there's another one that says someone else chooses your TBR. So this card would be someone gets to choose my book, or the person who gets to choose my TBR if I play that other card. You'll see. If I draw 1 to 3 cards to get to the whatever color, it would be my older son. If it's 4 to 7, it'd be my younger son. If it's 8 to 11, it'd be my daughter. If it's 12 to 15, it'd be my husband Joe. If it's 16 to 19, it'll be our cat. If it's 20 to 23, it'll be my mom. If it's 24 to 27, it'll be my dad. And if it's 28 to 31 or over, so over 31, it will be a random person, which I'll have on a wheel. So that is this card. It is super complex, but I think once you see what happens, you'll know. Someone else gets to choose a book or my whole TBR, so yay me. The next one is just a wild card. Again, I add a genre. I have to add a genre of my choice to my TBR, and I will draw from a few little cards that I've made. Genres I don't really like are horror. I don't really like biographies. I don't like westerns. I don't know if I like manga. I don't think I will, because you have to read backwards and that confuses my dyslexic brain. Stuff like that will be the category, and I'd have to add 1 for that. +5 of any color. This is where I was like, I cannot add 5 books to my TBR or I will go insane. So instead, this will be someone else chooses my 5-book TBR. If that is the case, then I have to let that person or whoever, like if I played this card and then played this card or vice versa, this person would be the person that chooses my TBR. If not, then I have to have someone else completely choose my TBR. Hopefully that doesn't happen, and if it does, hopefully it happens in the beginning, because what I'll probably do is the rest of my TBR. So let's say I've already chosen 3 books, I'll give someone the chance to choose 2 to make 5. So this is a reverse, and this is still a takeaway 1 book, because God knows I'll probably need it. This is a skip all. This means that I get to skip the previous card's actions, because gosh knows there's a lot of bad ones. And then the dark flip means that I have to start all over. So the flips just mean I have to start all over. I'm going to be trying not to use these. These are different, they're different colors. You've got blue or teal, pink, purple, and orange. A 1 on the dark side in orange is a middle grade. A pink 1 on the dark side is a second chance book. A 1 in the teal color is a middle grade, and a 1 in purple is a second chance book. A 2 of orange is a 500 page book, 500 plus page book. A pink 2 is a nonfiction. A teal 2 is a 500 page book or more. A purple 2 is a nonfiction. An orange 3 is a cozy mystery. A pink 3 is a highly rated on Goodreads. Teal is a cozy mystery, and purple is the highest rated on Goodreads. 4, orange is a second chance author. Pink is historical fiction. Teal is second chance author, and purple is historical fiction. 5, an orange 5 is a self-help book. 5 in pink is a sci-fi. A 5 in teal is a self-help book, and a 5 in purple is a sci-fi. 6 in orange is mythology. 6 in pink is hyped up book. A 6 in teal is a paranormal, and a 6 in purple is hyped up book. 7 in orange is a fantasy. 7 in pink is to start a new series, which I don't need to do right now. 7 in teal is a fantasy, and 7 in purple is to start a new series. 8 in orange is a mystery thriller. 8 in pink is a diverse book. 8 in teal is another diverse book. And 8 in purple is a mystery thriller. 9, we're almost done. A 9 in orange is worst rated book on Goodreads. 9 in pink is superpower or superheroes. I don't really like superheroes. A 9 in teal is the worst rated book on Goodreads. And a 9 in purple is a poetry or short story collection. That is the game. I'm going to get ready to play the game, and we will see how this goes, because I feel like it could be fun, but I also feel like it's gonna be a disaster. So something that I think I forgot to say was that I always start on the white side unless I end on the dark side. In that case, then I will start on the dark side the next time. Like, I can't not use cards if I can use them. That's a rule. So yeah, and my punishment will still be putting whatever $1 in for every time I don't finish a book. 1, oh gosh, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not good for me. Okay, and it's a green 6. Let's see here. How can I do this? Because I don't want to draw cards if I don't have to. And I don't want to flip it either. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with a retelling. A red 6 is also a retelling. So that's 2 retellings. But it's not gonna matter because I have to flip, which means I have to start over. What that means is you flip it like this, although that's not really gonna work. So let's do this. There. And now this is what I have. Okay, well that doesn't work for me. Oh yeah, and I have to flip this over too. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to draw until I get 5 cards. Oh gosh. Oh god, what did I do? And still I don't have anything. I'm gonna redraw, so I'm just gonna put those there. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's do a wild, and we'll go with blue. The wild on the dark side, genre I don't like. I put middle grade, nonfiction, short story collection, biography, poetry, superhero, horror, and manga. because those are the ones I don't really like that much. So let's see. I'm really worried about horror and manga, to be honest. No. Okay. Oh gosh, okay. So a superhero, I ended up playing a wild on the dark side, which was to choose a genre that I don't like, and I used the wheel and it decided a superhero genre. For this, I'm cheating a little bit, but I don't think it's really cheating. I'm gonna read Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan because Thor is a god and Percy is a half god, and he's also a hero, so he's a superhero in my book. So I'm going to be rereading Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan, and it's teal. We're gonna go fantasy. A 7 of teal is a fantasy. Prompt that I got was a 7, teal 7, and for that it was a fantasy novel. For this I'm going with Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. I have had this for a while, but I haven't read it yet, and it looks really good. It sounds amazing. I'm super excited to read this one. A 4 in teal is a second chance author. The next one is a teal 4 on the dark side, and for that it is a second chance author. Please don't hate me when I say this. I'm sorry. For that I'm going with Leigh Bardugo and Shadow and Bone. I hated Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. I liked Crooked Kingdom better than Six of Crows, but I don't get what the hype is about Ology at all. I don't understand it. I didn't like it. They're beautiful books though. I really like the aesthetic of them. So I'm going to try to give Leigh Bardugo another chance with Shadow and Bone. And a 2 in teal is 500 plus page book. Was a 2 teal that it is a book 500 pages or more. And for this, I'm continuing the series so I can hopefully be done with it soon, although she's still coming out with books. This book is 501. That I'm going with Fever Song by Karen Marie Moaning. You guys know, if you've watched my channel, that I love this series so very, very much. I am currently finishing Feverborn. Hopefully I will get that done very soon. I don't have that long to go, so I love this series with my whole heart. If you have not read it, please read it. I do think that you should be 18 years or older to read it, or have your parents' permission, maybe 17, because there are some graphic stuff in these books, but they are excellent. So I highly recommend. But I am excited. I'm just scared because it's a chunker of a book. It's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I still need one more. Okay, so I'm gonna draw. Well, that's an 8. That's a 4 of pink. Oh gosh, okay. I'm not doing that one. Okay, a 6 in teal, this will be the last one, is a paranormal. Okay, the next prompt I got was a 6 in the teal color, and for that it was a paranormal book, which I don't mind paranormal. I actually like them a lot. I don't have a ton of them, so that's why the prompt's only on there once. But 6 in teal, and for this I'm going with Nora Roberts' Stars of Fortune. This is book 1 in the Guardians trilogy. I know, I'm starting 2 new series because I'm crazy. She always writes like more paranormal, romancy type of books. I'm counting this one. I'm excited to see what happens. This is such a beautiful cover. Look at that foliage and shininess. So we ended on dark, so I will start on dark next time. I didn't have to add anything though. But that is my new TBR game. That is what I am reading in January. Please let me know if you liked this TBR game. I think the more that I do it, the easier and better it will become, and I won't be as nervous and I won't have to try to figure out everything. These are the books that I am reading in the month of January on my TBR. Please let me know what you guys are reading. Comment down below. Let me know how you are doing and what your goals are for January. Please hit the subscribe button and join the 1000 Life fam. Also hit the bell and like this video to get notified when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one, guys. And remember, a reader lives 1,000 lives, and so can you. So keep on reading. See you in the next one. Bye.
It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain.